Blessed and happy Sunday to all of you, my dear friends, my dear brothers and sisters, my dear good people of God. Today is the first Sunday of May, May 3rd, 2026, fifth Sunday of Easter, Year A. In today's Gospel, from the beautiful and the wonderful account of the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verses 1 to 12, Jesus speaks to hearts troubled by uncertainty and fear, gently inviting His disciples and us to anchor our lives not in anxiety but in trust. And He said, "Do not let your hearts be troubled." These words are not a denial of suffering, but a revelation that in the midst of confusion, in the midst of loss and unanswered questions, there is a person who remains faithful, and that person is Christ Himself. He does not simply point to a way out of distress. He becomes the way through which all human longing and desire finds direction, the truth that grounds our searching minds, and the life that overcomes even death itself. In Him, God is no longer distant or hidden, but made visible and approachable, because to see Jesus is to see the Father's heart revealed in flesh and compassion. As Jesus speaks of preparing a place in His Father's house, He opens before us a vision of hope that is not merely about distant heaven, but about communion with God that begins even now. The dwelling place is not only a future promise, but a present relationship rooted in love, where every believer is invited to live already in the space of trust, in the space of surrender and abiding. This promise transforms how we face life uncertainties, because we are no longer wandering without direction. We are pilgrims accompanied by the one who knows the path, prepares the destination, and walks with us even through the valleys of doubt and suffering. Because the greatest desire of God is to bring us with Him. Philip's request, "Show us the Father," perhaps becomes the cry of every searching heart. And Jesus' response reveals the depth of divine revelation. God is not found in abstract ideas or distant signs alone, but fully manifested in the person of Christ. His works are the Father's work. His compassion is the Father's compassion. His sacrifice is the Father's sacrifice, made visible and tangible. And yet, Jesus also entrusts His disciples with the daring promise that those who believe in Him will do even greater works, not because they surpass Him, but because His presence continues through them in the power of the Spirit, extending His mission into the world through the church. And thus, today's gospel calls us into a radical trust that transforms fear into faith and transforms hesitation into mission. We are invited to let go of troubled hearts. We called it stress, to see Christ as the living revelation of God and to participate in His continuing work in the world. For in Him, in Jesus, we find not only answers to our question, but the very presence of God who walks with us, abides in us, and sends us forth as witnesses of His love that never fails. My dear friends, my dear brothers and sisters, let me end my reflection by saying, don't worry. Just trust the Lord, because worry ends when faith in God begins. Those who trust in the Lord will never be disappointed. Don't worry. Why? Listen to this. This is very beautiful. Don't worry, because 99% of the things we worried about does not happen. Worry is just a misuse of imagination. Worry does not prevent disaster. It prevents joy. Worry is the other name of the devil. Trust in Jesus, because the more we trust God, the less worries we will have. And are you not aware, FYI, that today is the tomorrow we worried yesterday? But friends, Jesus is telling us today, do not let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God, because in God, there is no stress. Trust in God, because when you trust in Him, you will never be disappointed. And let me borrow the word of Father Pio, and this is what he said. Pray, hope, and don't worry. Remember, the greatest desire of God is to bring us in heaven, because He is preparing a place, a mansion for you and for me, because we are not meant here. We are not meant for below. We are meant for above. If you love and like this reflection, kindly share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Make the Word of God viral so that many will be blessed.